All right, back again. Just got done with a long day of work. Had a few things on my mind, and here's my topic. So I want to talk about the idea of love. Love is an intangible thing. It is something you can't see, something you can't hold, you can't hear it, you can't sense it with your five senses. It's a intuitive state of mind that we have to grasp the understanding of what love is. Love comes in many forms, though. It comes in the form between a parent and child. Comes between the siblings of those children, if they have any, extended family, grandpa, grandma. It comes in the form of your love for your animal, if you have one. It comes in many forms, and throughout the individual forms of love that we are able to express as humans, you can't say you love your dog the same way you love your child, or vice versa. You can't say, it would be strange to say. I'm sure there's some people who may say that, but many people don't, generally speaking. The love that you have between your parent and your child is completely different. So depending on the type of relationship that you have with this individual, entity, or thing, people love cities, people love atmospheres, people love music, and it's not reciprocal. It's not like the music can love you back. It's just the way it is. So love comes in many forms, and it can be very one-sided at times. But the idea that I want to point out is, I don't expect love in my life. It's nice to have, don't get me wrong. It is very much, it's a pleasant feeling to be loved. And it's a pleasant feeling to love someone as well, depending on the circumstances. In most cases it is, but I can think of a few where there's not. But it's not something that I require in my life for people to exist, from them anyways. I don't require them to love me in order to exist in my life. And likewise, I would hope that they don't require me to love them in order for me to exist in their lives, because love is such an intangible thing. It's hard to measure it. People who've said they love people and not really meant it, even though the other person may have felt like they were loved. How many times have you heard, "I thought you loved me"? So it's not that important to me, because I'm able to conceptualize it in a way that it's not a priority in my life. One thing that I want from any person in my life, though, is their respect. I believe respect should trump love. Now, a lot of people would say that's anticlimactic. It's not something I want to hear in so many words if they were to express it. It's something you can't live without. A lot of people feel that way. But you can live without love. I believe you can live without love. Many people do. Many people go through their day, and many people are not miserable because they don't have love in their lives. So you can't necessarily say love is a necessity. It's not a necessity in order for humans to live, procreate, do any of those things. But what I want to allude to is, by the way, if you notice that the camera angle changed, I got a phone call, so That's what the edit is all about. But anyways, so my point that I want to make is love is not necessary. Although for most relationships, respect is. Respect is a very necessary thing in order for you to maintain a relationship with someone successfully. Even with a place, if the people there don't respect you, you're probably going to grow disdain for that place. You're not going to want to visit. You're not going to want to be a part of that anymore. Also, with your animal, if your animal doesn't respect your rules, you feel like he's being disrespectful, because animals can be disrespectful, in my opinion, anyways. You lose portions of that relationship that you have with that animal. The point that I'm making is, in my life personally, I've looked back on my relationships and I look back on my interactions with people, and the deterioration of the relationship usually was a result of lack of respect, either from me or from the other person. But it was rarely because of lack of love. I mean, relationships still continue even when there's love lost, as long as there's respect there. So that's the reason why I prioritize respect over love. It's more important to me. It's very tangible to me. You can actually measure the level of respect someone has for you because you can see their actions and the way they interact with you to gauge that. Whereas you really can't gauge love. It's very intangible to me. Some people would say love is tangible because of the actions that people do for you. They can show their love, but I mean, how many times have you run across a person who you thought was showing you love and they had, an ulterior motive behind it that was sinister? Those things happen all the time. That's why a lot of people become jaded behind relationships, because I thought you loved me. Not because I thought you respected me. Usually when a person loses respect for you, you feel that. You feel that really hard. I'm not saying that you don't feel the impact of when someone loses love for you, but you feel an almost instantaneous aura change, energy change when you run across a person who you thought had respect for you is now showing disrespect. It puts you in a different mindset. Whereas this relationship that has love prioritized in it, you can't feel the pullback as much. You can't feel the withdrawal as much. I mean, there are little things, little hints and stuff like that, but that love that you believe that you feel, it could be a mirage. It could be an illusion. It could be your mind playing tricks on you. But one thing for certain, your mind won't play tricks on you about the level of respect that a person has for you or the disrespect that a person has for you. If your mind is playing tricks on you about the level of respect that a person has for you, you need to draw stronger boundaries, because it leaves a lot of gray area when you are uncertain of if a person is respecting you or not. So if you're not sure about that, you need to draw harder boundaries. That's just how that works. But anyways, I'm going to conclude this video. And this has been The Wolf in Better Clothes. Till next time, peace be with you. Also, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and share. I'm pretty new. I'm not looking for notoriety or anything like that. I'm just looking for like-minded people who understand where I'm coming from, or people who can take something from the things that I have to offer when it comes to my perspective of life and the things that I have experienced. So, until next time, The Wolf is out. Peace.